Let's see what the coach can do.
Welcome back to the Locker Room. My name is Tommy Zucker, aka Coach Cattle, and today we're going to be playing Scrapyard and talking about why it should be played as a competitive map. Really, now I know there's a lot of issues that people think initially. The spawns is too small, the movement, whatever. But my solution to this is very simple. 4 SMGs, right? That's the main point of this video. Put 4 SMGs on the map, and I promise it will play much different. Let's go ahead and get into the different ways that this map could actually play. Now let's talk about what we actually know from Scrapyard. So one, it was played back then in MW2 in 2009. It was in all 3 game modes. So that's an important thing to note. And I know that it was played then and it's not played now because there are a lot of factors, but the point is it was played then and we are still playing on most of the same competitive maps of 4 because it's the fundamental core of the map that makes it competitive. Now, one thing that you have to remember is if you take Scrapyard out of the rotation for 3 different game modes, that means you have to replace Scrapyard in the rotation with 3 different maps. This means you get maps like Skid Row, you get maps like Subbase, you get maps like High Rise. Now, High Rise was in the original, and Skid Row was still a good map for competitive, so it was Subbase, but only for S&D, and it was very specific situations, so it wasn't always. But the point being is that we have to play certain maps. Let's just say no one ever wants to play Terminal because it's so one-sided. If Skid Row worked, we could replace Terminal with Skid Row, so then we have an overall better map pool. Okay, so we know they worked back then, and now that we take them out, it means that we have to forcefully put in new maps and modes. Regardless of the modes, you have to put in new maps to fill in the places where these modes were for Scrapyard. That's the first thing. The first thing we got to get out of the way. Other thing is that these maps were not created for Hardpoint. So if we're looking right in here, this is P1, okay? This right here is P1. This is not a good P1 hill. Obviously, these maps were not, Hardpoint wasn't even invented when this game came out. For the entire life cycle of this duration, I think until 3 years after did Hardpoint finally come out. So yes, the maps and the point locations, like we've seen in some of these other spots, are not the best, but it could play. And the overall balance of it, I believe this is P1, and then this over here is P2, and then coming back over there is P3, then you have P4, and then P5, or this is P4, and this is P5. The point being, this covers all areas of the map. Now, they are a little bit funneled into certain doorways, like over on that end, but at least it does cover all areas of the map. And that's something you can't say about Terminal. Terminal is split in half. And one section of the map, you have 4 different hardpoint hills. So, it's this overall, the layout initially looks like it would play better. Same thing with Control. Control isn't around, but an easy fix to that is you just make this bomb site over here. I forget if this is A or B, but you make this an actual control site, and then you make this inside here an actual control site as well. Right in here is a control site. This is how you make Control playable on this map. And even how it is now, you have a control site which is inside that mid plane, and then you have a control site like right here. I believe maybe it's this whole building, I'm not too sure exactly, but it still could play. Now, the main reason why people don't like it is because you have this. Look at this. Look at how quickly I can just beam people. Look at this, right? They cannot kill me from here. Look at these lines of sight. Watch me go over to this plane right here. Watch me do this. No one can hit me from this. Let's look off spawn. On S&D off spawn, this is a common route that people use. So you're going to spawn here, and then you can literally just run here. Boom. You have it. You may even spawn in line of sight already looking, so you just shift over. Okay? And right up here, same thing. These are just a few issues that they didn't matter back then, but now it's a huge thing that you can actually kill someone off spawn, and it's easy to tell where people are going. But this is just a few issues that currently plague the game in making sure that Scrapyard cannot be played. Let's go ahead and swap over to a sub. And let's see just how a sub would actually work in this game. So now we have a sub, same thing. I can delta across, right? Look at this, I can delta across. I'm not going to challenge this. I'm not going to win it unless it's a team shot by 3 other subs on my team. And by the way, if this is all subs, this works. This only works if it's all sub. If you have 1 AR, you mess up the whole flow. Again, you can go up here. You can look at this, but you don't want to actually challenge it because you're so far away, it's going to take 8 bullets to kill him. But you can do some stuff like that. You can actually still jump up here, right? And you can look down right here. Look at that. You can use this for information. You can play around this, but you can't actually play for these kills. You can play for maybe this kill. You can play for this kill, right? You can still play it, but it plays differently. It limits your actual range, which makes it more balanced. Scrapyard is just essentially invasion. It's invasion. Invasion is 4 ARs at certain points in the game, and people are okay with that because it's a bigger map. But if you make a smaller map, why would you not be okay with having it 4 SMGs? To me, that doesn't make sense. If you're trying to push this as a team, I mean, let's just look at how balanced this would actually be, right? Let's look at this. So we're gonna bust in here, right? This is perfectly clearable. This is all in SMG range, nothing completely out here. If you do try to sit over here, right, you can kind of get some stuff, but you're probably going to miss a lot more bullets, and you would have got this with an AR. This is why it allows you to actually rush in here. It allows you to rush in here. I know there are people saying that, you know, you can probably still kill them across the map. Like, it still wouldn't work with SMGs, but I'm telling you right now, it would be better. It would 100% be better if we played with just SMGs. The flow of the map is, this map is made for SMGs. Even at this angle, like, I could probably get someone right here. It would be more difficult, but it's going to be way more fast paced. It's going to actually work, and it's going to replace some of these modes that just don't work. I'm going to come off spawn like we're on offense here, right? I'm going to take a route. I'm going to go like this, right? I can still look over, can't really be shot, maybe stunned or naded. Coming in through here. Let's say I actually come in through here. Actually, no, take this. Okay, there's no one here. I can still get shot if they are here, and then I can break and enter this very quickly. But if I still wanted to challenge someone here, I still could do it. If I still wanted to challenge someone, like, for some reason in the back, or if I take this wall right here, I still could do it. It just makes SMGs, it makes Scrapyard an even playing field if you limit it to just SMGs. I don't think this should be the way for other maps. I think SMGs are very viable in other maps, and you should never limit it to just one gun. But in this way, if this is the only way this map would play it by SMGs, please, please, totally do it. It makes sense. It just makes sense that this would work. Guys, that's the end of this video. I really just wanted to show you how this could work. If I look around here, I mean, this just, to me, this is a completely competitive map. It's a beautiful map that should not be missed and competitive, and we're putting ourselves at a huge disadvantage if we choose not to play this. I mean, come on. Like, you're trying to tell me if you're trying to defend A from here, or defend this bomb site right here with a sub, this wouldn't be fun? It's balanced, it's great, you can watch crosses, good callouts, it plays well. We're doing ourselves a disservice not to play it. Guys, I appreciate you for watching. Thank you very, very much for watching this. Hopefully we can get some traction to kind of getting this going. If you did like it, tweet it at Zuma, please. Tweet this at Zuma. Let him know that we can kind of get this going. We need to get Scrapyard going as SMGs only. I would love it to happen, and it would be kind of a quirk game that would still be competitive. Let's get it going, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of y'all's day. And yeah, let's get Scrapyard in, guys. Let's get it in.